Chris Blair here. Got the wind blowing. I'm sitting here by this river I always come to almost daily. We recently moved to this area. Living over there across the road there. Right across the river, just a little bit inside there is our new place. Got a house. It's awesome. Anyway, so gonna be enjoying this river every single day. Absolutely loving it here. So let's talk about a very, very common mistake I see a lot of newbies make. I mean, a lot of newbies or unsuccessful sellers, right? And this is a massive mistake, and it's a mindset thing, right? It's a mindset mistake. It's actually a physical mistake. I mean, decision-making mistake, but it's a mindset mistake. Okay, I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna talk about that. But two, then I'm gonna talk about some Father's Day stuff and get you guys, ready for Father's Day, because guys, Father's Day sales are really cranking, right? Father's Day is an awesome event. And then we got summer coming up with POD, guys. POD in the summer is incredible. The opportunities that you will have for POD in the summer season can be truly amazing if you know what you're doing. So these are the three things we're gonna talk about. One, common mistake that a lot of unsuccessful sellers make. Two, some Father's Day stuff. Three, thinking about the entire picture of the summer, guys, because in front of you is an incredible opportunity if you know what you're doing. Okay, so let's talk about a very, very common mistake I see with a lot of unsuccessful sellers and newbies, okay? And that is related to this idea of niche selection. I get this question more than any question I get from unsuccessful people or newbie sellers. And that question is, Chris, what is a profitable niche? What is a profitable niche? And this is a bad question, okay? The reason why it is, okay, guys, for example, my niche, I'm in the beer niche, right? I have some other stuff going, but the beer niche is one of the niches I'm in, right? And I've had a lot of success with the beer niche. But I've had a lot of people try to compete with me in the beer niche and fail. And the reason why they fail is because they truly don't understand the niche. They just think, okay, the beer niche looks like a winning niche, looks like a good niche, and I'm gonna go into that, okay? Just because something is a good niche, it's a profitable, does not mean it's a niche that you can truly understand and resonate. So the best first approach is to ask yourself this question: what do I know? What am I interested in? What do I like? What am I saying? And go after a niche that you know, that you have interest in, right? Then your chance of success goes infinitely up. Now, what if I don't have a specific niche that I'm passionate about? Or what if the things I'm passionate about are not a great niche? And for example, okay, here's something that's not a great niche for Facebook ads. I've seen very few people succeed with this. It's really tough. And that is the motivational niche, right? Motivational speaking quotes on t-shirts and that kind of stuff, right? People don't wear that stuff. They maybe wear it on a necklace or put it on a canvas on the wall. And anyone who wants to go on the niche, I always say, go do stuff that people don't wear, okay? People may buy motivational quotes, that kind of CDs, or sorry, now there's no CDs, but now digital downloads, and they listen to it, right? But then most people don't like to wear that stuff on a shirt or a hat because it's kind of a stigma attached to that kind of thing. So that's not a great niche, right? So there are cases where your particular interest or things you're passionate about are not necessarily great niches, and that happens, okay? So what do you do in that case? What do you do to overcome that? Well, then you need to say to yourself, I'm fucking determined to pick whatever niche it is, right? Say grandma niche or you're not so familiar with, and I'm going to spend a lot of time researching and understanding that niche. Guys, it should take you days to do research. If you're going to go onto especially if you go into a niche that you don't know a lot about, okay? Guys, most people do a cursory research, guys, 2 or 3 hours, maybe an hour, right? Use a spice of it, and that's it. Guys, what I teach my students is to really dig in a niche. Go find the top 10 competitor fan pages, right, that are big. Go through the last 6 months of posts. Grab out every single meme that you think was resonating well. Ask yourself the question, why is this meme? What resonated about this? And that's just step one. There's other research steps that I have my coaches students do, which is why my students are so successful, right? It comes. I mean, that's one of the reasons, right? It's not the only reason, but one of the reasons is we really push hard to understand the niches that we're in, right? We really, really push hard to become a niche master, all right? So let's talk about Father's Day. Father's Day is another massive opportunity, and it's happening right now. Father's already started. Father's Day sales have already started. But one thing people are doing with Father's Day is they're always selling the exact same things. Coffee mugs, T-shirts. Those are the most popular gifts for fathers. Coffee mugs and T-shirts. And those are great gifts. But what I recommend you do is take the winning expression that was on a T-shirt or on a coffee mug that you saw before, and don't do it on the same thing, because everyone's doing that. That's the lazy people doing. Start testing those expressions and things on new prototypes that people have not been selling. Like, guys, these days, I'm not going to give you guys specific examples because there's so many goddamn. It's unfucking believable the opportunity we have in the print on demand space right now. Literally, there are thousands of stuff we can do print on demand, guys. There's tons of new print on demand companies out there. It's unbelievable. Do some research or private message me, and maybe I'll let you know some cool secrets. Okay. Now, summer season is going to happen, right? And July and August is slow for most people. It's slow for most people, but not my students in general. And here's why. We do something different. And that is we focus on summer products only. And guys, that may sound so simple, but that's the trick. People in the summer are spending money on vacations, taking out their family on holidays or day activities like that. And they're not going to buy something that they don't feel they need now, because most people have a limited type of cash flow, right? And they want to spend the money on their family activities or summer activities. So you got to create a sense of urgency. And how you create a sense of urgency is you put your winning expression, slogan, whatever, on a product they have to use right now. Like, for example, every year, big sellers for me are flip-flops. I do really well with flip-flops because flip-flops are something that they're going to have to wear outside now. All right. There's other products I sell in the summer as well. Right. Hats being the other one. Right. People, it's hot. They want to cover their face from the sun. Right. So think about summer products. Now, people ask me all the time, Chris, first of all, why should I be interested in your coaching? Why should I be interested in your coaching training? Why are you? What makes you stand out amongst everyone else? Okay. So there's a couple things here I just want to comment. So guys, yes, I am going to do a little bit of pitch on my coaching right here and my mastermind. If you want to go to my mastermind, go to ecomvantage.com. And you can get in for $100 a month, but I highly recommend for my private coaching, because my private coaching makes a big difference. But let's talk about what's different about me, right? Because I really want to emphasize this, because, there's a lot of trainers and coaches out there. A lot of trainers and coaches out there. And so why am I different? Okay, well, number one, I've been in this game since 2012. I've been in this game since 2012. I'm not someone who just showed up, has some success, and started doing coaching and training. And number two, think about this, guys. I'm the only coach for print on demand that's endorsed by Custom Cat, which is the number one or number two biggest print on demand company in the world. And that they personally endorse my coaching to their students. Recently, Shine On, which is another big print on demand company for jewelry, right? They had me on an interview, a training program for the entire group. Why do you think these print on demand companies put their name behind me, endorsing me as a coach and trainer? It's because my students consistently get results with their stuff, right? So that's why I'm different. I've been around a lot longer than people out there. Two, I'm endorsed by print on demand companies. And now, by the way, if I go out and I look at a lot of the coaches and trainers, I'm not going to say how many, but a good number of them at some point took coaching and training with me at some point. So if you're interested in my private coaching, go ahead and private message me. I can take one person on at this time, but I can really only take on one person. So if you want that spot, you got to grab it. Okay. You got to do it with a sense of urgency. All right. If you're interested in my course and mastermind, go to ecomvantage.com and you can get in for $100 a month or $1,000 a year. And we'll see you in the next video. Cheers.